Hello, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Raffi Baktiurawan, and I'll giving you a presentation. I'll present you about my kerja praktek with a study called damage detection on MMF K001AX gas turbine and compressor unit on Mike station using vibration spectrum analysis. What I want to point out is that this study is about vibration spectrum analysis. This is the end of my internship, and I'll deeply want to express my gratitude to PT Pertamina Hulu Energy for the opportunity. This allows me to gain personal experience and the necessary skills in maintenance, in predictive maintenance, and also fast networking. I'm sorry for the interruption, and also the fast networking and the working discipline that is done as well. Deepest gratitude also towards Mr. Tony Hartono as my mentor and supervisor, who provided me with working experiences and also career development strategies. I would like to thank you personally because you helped me to figure out what I want in the future. Deepest gratitude also to Mr. Hilvan, who have big impact for me to finish my study for this study, and providing me priceless knowledge and also the experience needed for me to finish the study. I would like to also appreciate to Mr. and Dr. Ing Nasruddin Panas, who is my supervisor for the kerja praktek from DTM, who give me insight as well as support in regard of my final project studies. And lastly, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my family, friends, and colleagues who support me in any way, shape, or form. Next, this presentation have several outlines that I would want to point out is the fundamental theories to conclusion recommended. We've already proceeded from the preface, and this is the outline. And we're going to go through the introduction, company profile, to attachment or KP assignment or kerja praktek assignment. For the introduction is heavily based on vibration method, which is a method to determine the reliability of an equipment and categorized as predictive maintenance approach. What is predictive maintenance approach? Predictive maintenance approach is used to determine the condition. This is basically what condition-based maintenance means. Determining the condition of equipment by applying regular monitoring or in other ways scheduled monitoring so that any replacement and plan of action can be done before the equipment's failure. This is the mostly used PDM approach on the industry. For Pertamina Hulu Energy use two types of predictive maintenance approach as far as I know, which is the vibration monitoring, loop oil analysis. They also implemented pressure monitoring as a form of PDM approach. This paper aims to perform bearing damage indication on gas turbine on compressor unit MMF K001X by comparing vibration spectrum from the unit to baseline data. We will get to this a little bit later on. This paper also determine the unit whether it is in safe condition or alarming condition or has to be shut down. The objective of internship in general is to deepen my vibration maintenance knowledge and understand the procedure and process of vibration maintenance. And lastly is the limitation. So it is difficult to get hands-on data on site because of COVID-19 restriction. So I would like to apologize deeply if there is any error grammatically or having a unsatisfactory result in my paper. So Pertamina Hulu Energy is a BUMN, is a subsidiary company from PT Pertamina. PT Pertamina Hulu Energy or called usually as PHE, is founded in 2002, and since then have run, managed portfolio, assisting and performing other related oil and gas business and services. The company have special and unique characteristic compared to other Pertamina subsidiaries, which is running joint ventures or partnership, and then manage and oversee work sites of each of other subsidiaries through partnership. So they have this ability, not ability, but more of a unique characteristic. They also have an impact, so to say, on other Pertamina subsidiaries. And as of 2019, PT Pertamina Hulu Energy has 58 subsidiaries. This consists of 53 domestic subsidiaries and 5 foreign subsidiaries. Pertamina Hulu Energy also runs 48 domestic worksites and 2 foreign worksites. This is basically the chapter to discuss the vibration and vibration maintenance. So maintenance and monitoring is a crucial part of any industry, of course, because if done correctly, this could save us up tons of money and improve the productivity of a company. Several methods has been used and improved throughout the years as the industry evolved. At first, it was commonly approached is the corrective maintenance. After that, there is preventive maintenance, and then there is predictive maintenance. This will be discussed in next slide. PHE implemented preventive maintenance and predictive maintenance. They basically split it up into 2 ideas, which is 10,000 and 8,000 hours. Every 10,000 hours, there will be part that is going to be replaced, and also with the 8,000 hours. This approach is commonly called as PM1000 and PM8000, and the example is in PM1000 is by replacing oil filters for every 1,000 hours, or about 2 months. PDM done in PHE is loop oil analysis and vibration oil analysis. They also implemented pressure analysis. This is the example of maintenance standard at PT PHE. This is split into 2, basically the PDM and the preventive maintenance. We can see that the first 2 examples is PM, or they call it planned preventive maintenance, and the second one is the CBM or the PDM. For the PM8000, it is scheduled at 8,000 hours, and for the PM1000, it is scheduled at 1,000 hours. So what they do is at PM1000 hour, PM8000 hour is one of the example is minor repair for supporting system or equipment and some calibration that needed for the instrument. As the same as the example before in the previous slide is that they replace oil and fuel filters. Vibration surveillance and oil analysis is a form of predictive maintenance, and for Pertamina they've done it for every 1,500 hours. This depends on the condition and the situation. There is some example that follow 4 months annually, so 3 times every year, and there's also in this example is every 1,500 hours. They also dismantle, overhaul, and reinstall the bearing as a form of PDM by doing vibration analysis. I would like to discuss more about the maintenance types. There's 3 types that I'm going to split, which is the corrective, preventive, and PDM or predictive. Corrective is a form of maintenance that replacing the equipment after it breakdown. This actually have higher unplanned downtime since we don't really know when will the equipment need to be shut down. Of course, there's no analysis. They're just going to have activities that will replace the equipment. So at first, at the upfront, it will be cheap if compared to other maintenance types. But it will be more expensive in the long run since there will be more higher unplanned downtime. Because at every minute, the cost and the pendapatan, so to say, can be quite a lot if not done. And then there is preventive maintenance. This is the scheduled replacement parts, usually rated at working hours, like PM8000, PEP1000. They'll be replacing the equipment for every PM8000 or 1 hours that is listed. There will be lesser unplanned downtime, but increased planned downtime. So it will be higher need for spare part, and part that is still in good condition might get replaced as well. This is one of the downside of preventive maintenance, since there will be probably a part that is still in good condition, but it's going to be replaced as well. And lastly is PDM. As the year industry is evolved and modern technology arise, modern technologies provide overview of assets health. This is really good for this industry, since asset condition analysis can be done to know the exact time of failure, thus provide better asset maintenance. And increase upfront, this is the downside, because they have to implement the necessary technologies, the system, and the management and skills. I'll say the predictive maintenance is one of the best way to approach maintenance and monitoring to equipment in any industries. For vibration itself, it is a periodic motion of wave that oscillates from starting point. As you can see from the time domain, this is the amplitude versus time. And for the frequency domain is the frequency versus amplitude. This is basically a form of waveform, or periodic motion of wave that oscillates from the beginning or starting point. This analysis will monitor the level and patterns of vibration signal. Vibration monitoring will consist of gathering and analysis. Data gathering show vibration spectrum that will be shown in time domain and frequency domain as the figure on the right. For the time domain itself, it shows changes in amplitude over a period of time. Time domain can be converted into frequency domain using FFT. However, time domain isn't necessarily, let's say, accurate if you want to know the exact sections of the equipment that is being assessed. So they have to change it to, so we have to change it into FFT, using FFT to frequency domain. It gives the vibration amplitude and frequency data. This will show the exact section of the equipment that is being assessed, like which one is the abnormality and which one is the good condition, based on the spectrum. Frequency domain provide easier damage indication due to frequency shown can show the nature and location of damage. Just like what I said earlier, we can know the sections of the equipment that is having a damage. However, time domain also indicate damage when transducer is put on the casing, for example, gearbox casing. So basically, both method is actually accurate. However, if we have a bigger equipment, so to say, frequency domain is much more accurate. This is the transducer. This is the sensor that is going to collect vibration data. Once it deformed by the vibration forces, it will emit electrical charges. These electrical charges will be read through the vibration monitor as data spectrum, just like in the time domain and frequency domain earlier. This is the equipment or the system that is going to be studied. This is the gas turbine compressor by Solar Centaur with model 40T4702, and the compressor is the big one, the circle one, with unit of Solar C505. All of this in Pertamina is called the MMF K001AX. The system consists of engine that continuously draws stream of gas, And there's turbine that mechanically run the compressor and the compressor that serves to increase the pressure of the continuous gas stream. This is the exhaust, and some of this will go here. The compressed gas will be used as a way to take the oils from the injection out. Velocity transducer is placed with BNC cable on BNC port in these red locations. Let me clear. In these red locations here. The location is called the gas producer section and the power turbine section. It will be accessed via the BNC port and BNC cable. This is the methodology for this study. First, we are going to have a literature study. This is basically heavily based on Cahyono et al. Finding from ITS. And then we are going to collect data which have been collected by the operator at June 2021. And then the spectrum that have been collected will be analyzed and compared to spectrum data collected and compared to the baseline. If it's suitable from the spectrum of the baseline, and we're going to proceed. If it's not, then we can always reanalyze and reprocess the spectrum data. After that, after it's suitable, we're going to go through the determining the safe limit. This is basically comparing the data vibration from the worksheet to the baseline data from the manufacturer. It will be discussed further in the next slides. And then determine the possible failure taken from the spectrum data. This is the baseline for the spectrum data, which is heavily based on Cahyono et al. Finding. Every spectrum data have its own characteristics, and it will be compared with the data that is provided by the operator from PT Pertamina Hulu Energy. So this is the analysis for the study case. Study case detects any damage that is being occurred on bearing in gas producer and power turbine section of gas producer and power turbine section. And looking at the spectrum vibration data for gas producer section, this is done before the PF 10,000. It shows that there is 1x and 2x of dominant order, and then some harmonies from 3 to 9. This might indicate the bearing on gas producer section have misalignment occurred. As for the power turbine section, observing vibration spectrum from before the PF 1000, can be said that the bearing on power turbine section is having general bearing lostness, where there is one order dominant at 175.41 Hz and more than half of the 175.41 Hz of one multiple order or more harmonic frequencies. This is the gas producer section. As you can see, it mimics the right picture. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. There is a dominancy at 1x and 2x order with harmonic frequencies at 3x order or more. From the baseline data, this indicates there is a misalignment on the bearing. For the second data is the power turbine section. This is a bit hard to analyze since it doesn't really match with anything, but the harmonies resemblance one of those in journal bearing looseness, since there is about 1, 2, 3 dominant, 1x dominant harmonic, 1x dominancy, my bad, and all of them is a harmonies that resemble half to 1 multiples order or half to the 1x dominancy, as we can see from this data below. This is the determining the safe limit for the unit. There is two data, which is the data before PF 8000 and data after PF 8000. If we compare it to the baseline alarm shutdown, this is basically saying that if it proceeds 0.6, the reading proceeds from 0.6, it is at alarming condition. And if it proceeds way after 0.8, the unit MMFK001AX have to be shut down. Both of this indicates that the unit is in normal condition, or if you can assess further, it is way beyond the, it is way below the alarm level, which is in good condition. So even before the PM 8000, the data is still in, the data can prove that the unit is still in good condition. This is the conclusion and recommendation for the PT Pertamina. The unit MMFK01AX can be operated in normal condition since it is below alarm and shutdown limit. From the vibration data provided, there is no indication of damage and abnormalities on the unit since the magnitude is way lower with comparing data from PM 8000 and after PM 1000 with the baseline data. So the unit is working on safe condition. Bearing damage indicated on gas body section or GP might be misalignment, and on power turbine might be journal bearing looseness. However, in-depth analysis can be done to ensure the condition of the bearings and the unit. For the recommendation is that performing comparison between spectrum vibration from PT Pertamina, the gathered data, and compared to the 9 baseline figures before on the table, can be beneficial for the company to see any damage indication on bearings. This might provide the easiest method to determine which damage on bearings that might be happening on the unit. The references is by Benny Cahyono, Vibration Spectrum Analysis for indicating damage on turbine and steam generator on Amurang Unit 1. This is an attachment as giving another visualization of what I do and Arsalan did in PT Pertamina. So me and my peers Arsalan assigned at PT Pertamina Hulu Energy with an assignment given by my mentor, Mr. Tony, is a vibration data summary dashboard. This dashboard is the visualization of the operator and staff regarding the division of time and manpower. So, what is the background for this? Prior to creating the dashboard, the problem is that the operator and the worker have different ideas about the condition of the units, or let's say different units other than MMFK001X, 001AX in all these stations actually. This will provide them easier access to data so they can know like when is when and who is who that is assigned on the all these stations. Before making the dashboard summary, we have to study the data and create the dashboard concept. The information consisted is manpower, various turbine compressor status model, MTTF, MTBF, any defect occurred on the unit, vibration level data, and recommendation. We provided the link for the dashboard. I hope that with this data dashboard creation, vibration summary dashboard will provide all the necessary information that is required by operator and staff to know the division of time and manpower and all other information that is going to be needed. This is the dashboard creation. As you can see, there is stations. We're going to have much more than mic, all of this model. The model from Pertamina, the model from Solar, which is the manufacturer of the turbine, and the status, the schedule when is the last time have been maintenance for the turbines, the type of maintenance that is done on the turbines, and also the vibration level. This is one of the most important data from the summary dashboard, and also the defect that might happen. I guess this is all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.